My name is Jashana, and I had the pleasure of living here at Findhorn from 1989 to 1996. I also traveled for Findhorn in South America for 2 years. At the end of that time, I was committed. I wanted to do a Findhorn in someplace warm. Okay, great. So I left here, traveled the globe, and found the most perfect place for a community, and that is Hawaii. I'm imagining that I can push the center button, yes? So for those of you who don't know where Hawaii is, it's out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It was stolen by the United States of America, and it's got 5,000 miles of ocean in every direction. I'm sorry, which one do I, to the left? Yeah. Zooming in, you will see that there are many distinct islands. I'm speaking to you from the island of Maui. But the thing that I'm going to represent is happening to all the islands simultaneously. So, if you could take a lovely trip in your mind, Maui is the most popular tourist destination. It's been voted #1 in Condé Nast year after year. There's only about 180,000 of us on there. It's incredibly gorgeous. It's one of the most pristine and ecologically diverse places on the planet. It's a chain of volcanic islands. And what's been happening is, as typical colonial, most of the land is owned by sugar and pineapple companies with very little of it accessible to people. Truly magical. This is where the whales come to give birth in the winter. It is, in terms of ecological diversity, unique to the entire planet. This is the project I wish I was talking to you about it. I did it. We did have an eco-village in Maui for about 10 years. And we did a lot of reforestation. Yes, it's no longer there. So what do you do when your project and the life of your dreams falls apart? You come to Findhorn. Oh, let's see, that's still my community. We planted 180 acres of forest. We were doing a lot of work on bringing sustainability into the island, because the islands import 90% of their food, which is insane in a year-round growing season. So with my heartbreak, with my community fell apart, I came back to Findhorn, did an EDE, got energized to once again go out there with my healed self, and I went back to Maui, and I decided that I'm going to treat the entire island as if it was an eco-village. It doesn't matter if nobody else is on the same page. I am just going to go ahead and attack food security. So like I just said, 90% of the food is imported to, wow, okay, quick. So I started Food Forest of Maui, and we started engaging in planting lots of food here, there, and everywhere, and in that process, be prepared. People started getting sick. This is what's happening on our islands. This is the only hard photograph I will show you. I could show you turtles, I could show you many things. Unbeknownst to us, the sugar companies were leasing land to the big five. We've got Monsanto, Syngenta, DuPont, Bass, and they were all experimenting. We are ground zero for GMO and pesticide experimentation. They are combining 80 different pesticides. I'm sorry to do that. So my last 3 years have been a non-stop helping to educate the public. And the good news is, and that's what I'm going to turn this into good news, because here's what happened. We did massive education. This is an organization that was born, Sustainable Hawaiian Agriculture for the Keiki and the Aina. This is what got birthed on Maui. On Kauai, they did a pesticide moratorium. On the Big Island, they stopped the GMOs. And it's just an unbelievable travesty that people would even think to do this in these islands. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of GMOs or pesticide stuff, but just to let you know that in the United States right now, our government, or at least in my little area, has been more or less bought. We can trace major money to all of our local politicians. So in response, we've had major, what did we do? We marched, and we marched. We invited international help. We had Vandana Shiva. We've had a whole lot of the Center for Food Safety Justice. We've had a lot of help from the outside world. We need more help from the outside world. So it was a really hard educational program, but the miracle that we did is we voted it. The people of Maui voted a GMO moratorium, meaning stop right now until you can prove that it's safe. We did it. We were nonstop. And the amazing thing that happened is the different cultures came together. This brought the Hawaiians and the hippies together. So there was a time at which the respected elders said, "Thank God for the hippies." And respected Hawaiians are in the movement. We have joined forces. We did it. I also want to show you how many the surfers got involved. We started sending surfers in for positions. The Hawaiians involved. We were up against $27 million. This was a grassroots effort. The Babes Against Biotech. This is the creativity that happened. They did a calendar. We got the beautiful women. We got the handsome men. We got everybody involved at whatever level it took to get the education out there. And this is a very famous surfer who has run for mayor in the town. Each of the islands has prevailed. The democracy of the people voted against it. And unfortunately, what's happening now is we're caught in court. We've been in court for the last little while. And the federal judge has ruled that we did not have the right, as the people living in the county, to go against corporate profits. So we need your help. And I'd say, since I know we have to end, this is another great thing that has been birthed, the Hawaiian Alliance for Progressive Action. The islands are waking up. And we now are doing things like Outgrow Monsanto. We've got people everywhere doing different projects. So in closing, when you go to your delicious meal, and as you're enjoying that food, please help me send out the strength to organic farmers all across the world that are in this battle with drifting pesticides and GMOs. And just constantly keep this awareness up. And I'm just here to say, there's amazing things happening in this island, and we need your help and we need your attention. Thank you.